Welcome back to Kayaktive on the West Coast. My name's James, and today we're going to talk about Prijon's newest kayak, the Prijon Seatron 520 GT. Now the GT stands for Grand Touring, and it's a kayak that replaces the Seayak 520 that went out of production in 2020. So who does the kayak suit? Well, it's a larger boat than the Seayak 520, so it's going to fit more of a medium to an extra large paddler, and it's going to be ideal for those that live on the coast that want to go out and paddle a longer trip with a fast but relatively stable sea kayak. So the Seatron is 58 centimeters wide, and it makes it quite a stable kayak. It's got a good initial stability here, and it's got a high to medium second stability. It's 520 centimeters long, and it's designed for a rudder, so therefore it's quite a fast kayak to paddle. It's even, I would say, faster than the old Seayak 520. Now the material is Prijon's renowned HDP blow molded plastic. That means that it's been blown up in a form like a balloon at a lower temperature, giving it a higher density and a lot more better plastic properties over competitive PE plastic kayaks. So the cockpit's a larger size, making it easier to get in and out of, and it's got the classic Prijon comfort factor, and that means it's got the backrest that's padded that you can adjust while you're sitting. You can trim the seat position with the seat bolts, and you've got the padded seat, and you've got these magical 3D knee braces. That means that you can make them more aggressive. You can even actually position the length to suit your leg size and type perfectly, and then you just simply lock it off with the Allen key that comes with the kayak and leave it in the back of the seat for use later on. Front of the cockpit, easy to reach, we've got the classic day hatch. It's got a lot of volume in there, so you can put in quite large items there. Behind the cockpit we've got a bungee setup that will hold your paddle, float and pump, and we've got, for making self-rescues, we've got the bungee and hook system that will hold the paddle while you're in the water with the paddle floating in, nice and stable, so to make you easy to make a re-entry should you unfortunately take a swim. Prijon uses a hard shell and neoprene cover system to keep the storage dry, and it's been proven over the last 20 years to work extremely well. Now, nice thing about the forward hatch, it's got a long narrow opening that makes it easy to get large items in there. So new on the Seatron, Prijon are offering an optional fourth hatch. Now this has been asked for by a lot of instructors and guides, so they can keep lunch, first aid kit, things that they want a little bit more access to, that the front hatch doesn't have the capacity for. And you can see here, like this, with the fourth hatch, which means that we've put in another wall at the back here. Prijon uses its own rudder system, and it's a really well thought out system. For example, when you pull it down, we now have a locking mechanism here that makes that bit of bungee there act as a spring, so that when you go over a tree or a rock or some seaweed, it bounces back down into the optimal vertical position. So let's talk about the rest of the kayak. You've got a place that we can have your reserve paddles there with the ball, making it easy to slide the paddle underneath. You've also got the lock on the back to lock the kayak to the car, for example. Handles are nice and comfortable with a soft rubber grip, and the rudder has a lockdown mechanism so it stays in place when you're driving. And a little bit more detail about the rudders, they come with Kevlar lines. Now these don't stretch, they last for a long time, and even the connection to the rudder is with a stainless steel carabiner. So we can say that this new boat from Prijon, the Seatron 520 GT, is going to suit a lot of people who want the comfort and performance, but the durability that Prijon kayaks offer.